Hey, good morning. Today I'm going to start with some good news. The inflammation in my knees and in my body seems to have gone down a little bit. So maybe, I don't know, 10%, 15%. But that's enough for me to be able to stand more straight and do a little bit more walking. Um, I usually do walk around the house still, but sometimes it's very painful. And so whenever I need like a drink of water or tea or food or whatever, usually Jan will um, get it for me or prepare it for me. And on a day like today, I'm a little bit more independent, so that's nice. Um, the only thing is that seeing as I'm playing on so little energy, I also can't get confused and think, oh, because of that, then I should cook a meal or do something because um, that energy is very short-lived, and so I still need to kind of keep track of not doing too much, so that I can retain that energy. Because I'll get exhausted pretty fast. But it's a beautiful day, and I might actually go out and walk all the way to the Las the park, the Lassa de Silla Park. So it's about 200 meters away. And I think something like that I could maybe handle there and back. It's important for me to keep walking and keep moving. That's kind of a bit of a scary part when I'm too weak and in pain to do any walking at all, because muscles tend to atrophy really quickly, and you need to really be careful with that. So I'm going to use today's energy and pain reduction to do a bit of that. What's been the bad news in the last few days has been the peripheral nerve pain, especially in my hands. Those are symptoms that I started getting about 3 or 4 years ago. I started feeling in my hand that I had loss of feeling, and whenever I would touch here, it would kind of make just these kind of electric currents in my hand, and then I started feeling a loss of feeling in this area that I feel that I still feel today. But yesterday I started having a real big problem with my left hand. I picked up a cup and I was holding it like this, and all of a sudden I felt that my brain was no longer really capable of adequately sending signals to my hand. So it felt like my hand was either gonna was stuck in that position or was just gonna drop the cup. And then I started getting just like really throbbing pains in the hand, in the arm, in the other arm. Um, those kinds of neurological symptoms are always a bit scary because they just feel very real. It's when I have like a muscle pain, it seems okay. Well, it's just a muscle. It doesn't seem as dangerous or as scary as the nerve pain, especially since there is a chance or a high likelihood, maybe even, that I have some permanent damage, whether it's in the peripheral nervous system or the central nervous system. But I guess I don't have too much time to worry about that, and I'm glad that my hand is working so far a little bit better today. So that's about it for today. Hopefully, it's a bit tricky because I wish that I could kind of delve more into the subject of Lyme disease and just kind of explore it and explain and tell you all of my list of my symptoms and my history over the last 12 years and all that I know about Lyme disease and the complications and the controversy and all that. But the fact of the matter is I am very tired and running on very low energy, and I need to conserve that energy in order to remain positive and in order to just heal. And so things like heavily organizing a blog entry are difficult, and right now, as I mentioned, with the hands and things, typing on the computer is also difficult, and so I'll have to exercise my patience again and again and again, and go as fast or as slow as my body and my mind permit. Have a nice day. Bye bye.